Hi there, it's Catherine from Sunnyside Journals. I'm here today to share with you my very first Happy Mail ever. I've never received Happy Mail before, and I gotta say, it made me very happy. um, I I've I I keep in touch with another Canadian junk journaler. We sort of met by the way we usually people like us do, chit-chatting in the comments underneath YouTube videos or underneath Instagram photos. And we both kind of figured out that in this great big huge interweb world, we're practically neighbors. So her name's Nancy from Wishes and Weeds. Hi, Nancy. And she does a lot of thrift hauling and estate hauling like most of us do. She finds some really, really good stuff. She's got a really good eye for beautiful things. Anyhow, she messaged me and she said, "Oh, I found something that you're gonna love. Can I send it to you?" And I said, "Well, that would be lovely." This is all typing. When I say I said, we weren't talking, but so I imagined that it was going to be something that could come in a little envelope. And I thought, oh, she's going to tuck in a recipe card in an envelope for me. Isn't that nice? And next thing I know, this arrives. This big, beautiful parcel arrives. I gotta say, my husband was just as excited as I was. He, when I brought it in the door and I said, it arrived, my Happy Mail arrived. Well, first, then I had to explain what Happy Mail is. And anyhow, he looked at it and he says, "Oh my goodness, is that sewing on there?" And I said, "Yes, it is." I said, it's machine, but yes, it's sewing. She sewed that on. And he said, "That's incredible." And I said, "Oh no, sweetheart, it gets better." I said, "Take a look at this." She made the envelope and she made it out of wallpaper. Isn't that pretty? And everything matches the pink and it's a Rolodex card. Everything about it. It just, I was happy even before I opened it and saw what I was happy about. So, anyhow, Nancy, before I even get into it, I have to thank you. I'm just overwhelmed with how lovely everything in it was, and I will be using every single thing. You've been watching my videos because I can tell that you chose things that I'd go nuts about. So I appreciate that. It's very, very touching, I gotta say. She included a lovely little note in that will go into my own journal. And I've got to say, when I opened the envelope, the first thing that did, it was like confetti when you open a birthday card and somebody's put confetti. All these came tumbling out, and I had to laugh. I thought it was great. And my husband, of course, although he's getting used to me, he still gets puzzled. He says, "What is all that?" And he said, "Why is that funny?" And I said, "Well, it's funny because I'm going to use these. These are awesome. This obviously from teacher's supplies, and you can do little math sequences with it." And I said, "This is just awesome. I love it." And every time I'd open something else up, some more of these little numbers came tumbling out, and it made me happy. Alrighty, so let's go through this. And I can share with the world my wonderful first time ever Happy Mail. And the first thing here is, hold on, let's get that out of the way. Thank you. I was envying when you showed the pamphlet from when you went to the Jello Gallery. Because immediately when you were talking about where you went and showing the different things that you saw, of course, my mind immediately goes to, okay, I could fussy cut that. I could fussy cut that. I could fussy cut. And you sent me one. Yay. This one right here with the Kewpie, the Jello and the Kewpies. I think it's the cover of a book. That will be going into my Happy Home Journal somewhere. 3 photos. Lovely photos. Isn't she sweet? She actually reminds me of my friend's daughter, and I know it's not her because my friend's daughter really is just a little girl right now. But gosh, it looks like her. And an older family. I'm trying to figure this one out because I think she's the wife and their children and the husband, but she looks young as well. And I'm wondering if maybe that's his mother and she had him very young. Maybe that's her sister, but I think she looks like him. I'm wondering if that's his mother. And certainly women, I was going to say women back then, but women at any time can have babies young. My mom was 18 when she had my oldest brother. I was 21 when I had a set of twins. That's how I knew God had a sense of humor when he sent me twins. At 21, and we all survived. I love this one. This one I will keep, and it's going to go in my own journal. It just so many things. What could this be? It's haunting. It's so lovely. And I especially, the back says Jemima Jane Sinclair, 1911. And that warmed my heart because my great-grandmother's name was Jemima. So that's going into my own journal for sure. Well, a lot of these things are. I love these. Progressive euchre card, scorecards. I love that. I've only ever used somebody's photocopied it off, or else we've written it out, scribbled in by hand just on a notepad. But these are beautiful. These actually are the real deal, and pink and blue. So that will make for some fun. Some postcards, and I love them all. I love tucking postcards into journals. Perfect for journaling spots. These ones are lovely. They remind me of Edith Holden, and I just love when backgrounds are creamy. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. A little chipmunk. We've got one of these living under our deck in our backyard right now. Cute. Eastern Airlines. I flew Eastern Airlines back in the day. I love it. I love here it says domestic rates 3 cents. Boy, oh boy. I think the earliest I can recall buying stamps to put in the mail, when I had pen pals and that, was 8 cents. So that's definitely prior to even when I was writing and mailing letters. Love at its height. So cute. 2 people kissing at the top of a ladder. Very cute. Love it. I love this because I can tell you made this little envelope. And little details like that just makes it even more special. That there's a special little envelope just so that you can pull out real cigar bands. Oh my goodness. My heart skipped a beat at these. These are beautiful. Look how lovely those are. King Edward. Oh, I know an Edward. Lovely. Oh, these will get used. These will get used for sure. I love red. It's my favorite color. This is another thing that fell out, and I wonder if you planned how you piled up the things in my little goodie envelope, because a Martini Recipe fell out, and that's actually how I like my martinis. Dry vermouth, more gin, and an olive. I don't like a dirty martini. Don't water down my gin. But I do like an olive in my martini. So this will go into my own journal. I love that. But then there were also some more. Mimosa, and that's an interesting name for a drink. I actually like those ingredients. I bet I'd enjoy that. Wine and OJ, yum. A wine cooler and wine punch. Cute. These will all get used. And look at how naturally yellowed they are. That just, I love it. Now, I think this is what you originally said that I would be interested in. and it would have fit into a regular envelope, and then Christmas happened. Christmas in August happened. These are beautiful. Nancy, a few weeks ago, weeks or maybe a month or so ago, did a beautiful, beautiful journal made from a book called Just Mary Stories, and it's a Canadian book by a Canadian author, a woman that used to tell these stories over the radio, and then they all got put into a book. And she did such a lovely job on this Just Mary's story. And I was out thrifting a couple of weeks ago, and I found a copy of it that I had to snap up. And so I let her know. I said, look what I've got. I'm going to have to make a Mary story. And I was saying that perhaps maybe I would do because the title is Just Mary Stories, and the cover was red and white. And I thought that might make a really interesting Christmas journal with a theme, a focus on Mary, who had a lot of work to do that night on Christmas Eve. So these are just beautiful. Look at the artwork on that. So pretty. Just lovely. Very, very pretty. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Lovely. That was a Christmas card. Mrs. Agnes Wish. Oh, and Lottie Wish. Isn't that nice? Beautiful. Thank you. They will go into my Just Mary. This made my heart skip a beat. I must say, I do have an addiction to index cards. I love index cards. Index cards go into every single journal I make. I like using them to glue things onto, to make journaling cards. I like making new recipe cards that look old. I like actually finding old recipe cards. Anyhow, I have over there several boxes of index cards in various old ones that are naturally yellowed. Those are my gold. And I have new ones. I can't pass them up at thrift stores. When I see a bundle of index cards, I buy them anyways. But these, I have never seen index cards like this. These look like ledgers, like ledger paper. They've got red lines and blue lines, and they've got this yummy golden sort of Dijon mustard color. They're just, oh, they're beautiful. They are so beautiful. This is one of the skip a heartbeat things that was in this little bundle. Boy, I mean, everything's so beautiful, but that, wow. I love these little Christmas coasters. I will make use of those. Actually, a funny story, I ramble a lot. I told myself last January that I was going to make one Christmas journal a month so that I would have a stash of journals ready to go into my Etsy shop for when the season came that people were wanting to purchase Christmas journals. And I thought, if I do one a month, I should have like 10 ready by the time they're starting to be desirable. And here it is August, and guess how many I've made? Anyhow, yeah, none. Tickets, I always love tickets. And I don't have any in sort of hot pink. These are terrific. Oh, Mississauga, Ontario. Woohoo. I love that. I love tickets. They're great to make, besides just tucking them in as something interesting. They're great to use. Hold on, I had an itchy nose. It means I'm going to kiss a fool. They're great to use. Imagine if this is a page in a book. If you put one ticket on one side and then put another ticket on the other side, and it makes a cute little tab on the end of a page. Very cute. These will definitely get used up. I love tickets. These are nice. They're like little tiny word cards for children, but they are also bilingual. So there's some of them have French on the other side, and some of them, I like the size of them. They're not a huge, big commitment to stuff in. I tend to overstuff my books, and I like this size. This is very nice. Hold on, those are all French, but there's some, I'm not sure whether that's German or whether that's Dutch, or I'm not sure. It's not French. I know French. I still remember I took French all through school, and I do okay reading French. I don't do well speaking it. If somebody speaks slowly, I do okay understanding if they speak slowly. But anyhow, I'm not sure. German or Dutch, or... I love this. I think this is when you go to like a vegetable store or stand and they have a sign up that says carrots 89 cents a bunch, and it'll just be written in magic marker right by where the carrots are. I think that's what that is, and I love it. It's very cute. That's special. I'm gonna have to put that into something special. This is sweet. What a cute little book. What I'm stunned by is let me put that aside. I'm amazed. It has the Roman numerals for the copyright year, and it's in such lovely condition, and the paper is just beautiful, and the color, and it's just in lovely condition. And I thought, oh, well, this must be a reprint of a copyright. And I started doing I have a little, hold on, I keep this handy so that I can figure out what the year is when a book has a copyright in Roman numerals. Sorry, you're wiggling now. And I figured that out, and I figured it out to say 1939. And I thought, there's no way that this is 1939 because it's in such lovely condition. It's just... the edges aren't worn. It's in too nice a condition. And then I see down here 1938, and I started looking through it, and yes, indeed, this little book is from 1939. So I love it. It's perfect size. It's got cute little illustrations in it, and it's stapled together. Hold on. There we go. There we go. It's stapled together, so those, I can open those up, and they make a perfect size paper spread to go already into a signature. And because it's in such nice condition, I don't even think that needs to be reinforced. It will hold nicely, just letting me sew it in. That's just sweet. I will even use the cover. The cover is beautiful. I'll use that blue cover in a junk journal. Very nice. Lovely. Now this, that was inside because they're curling. This is another one. This is right up there with the ledger index cards. I love these. It's, I guess, packing tape for crates. But it says, I hope you can see this. It says, Canadian approved chicks from approved flocks, government inspected, blood tested. I just love this. And I have a daughter who's like chicken crazy. Well, chick crazy, because she likes ducks and geese and quail and all that too. And this will be put to use. So cool. Very cool. I don't know where you find all these things. I like it. Here's a little theme. Now I've got to find myself a Halloween book, because there's some little Halloween bags. Those were what, when I went trick-or-treating as a child, we got these little bags stuffed full of candies. Pumpkin doilies and little pumpkin cards. Isn't that perfect for a journaling card? So cute. Love all of these. And the nice thing about pumpkins is they can go in, if you've got a journal that's perhaps you're going to touch on the theme of Thanksgiving, you can use it there too. Or I could use it like in a gardening section or farming. Lots of things to do with that. And oh boy, that just brings back memories. And I love the feel of it. Boy, we're an odd bunch, us junk journalers, that the feel of a bag can just give us shivers. We love it. So nice. Now, again, I immediately loved this because I could tell you made this cute little envelope. So I loved it then because of the envelope. And then, oh my goodness, I got into it. And I don't know, the index cards, the chicken triangles, but no, look at this. Red Rose tea cards. And these are the real deal. Oh, I had all of these. When I was a child, my dad's parents, my gran and granddad, were right out of London, England. They came over. They didn't know each other when they came over. They were separate families, but my gran was 13 when she came over with her whole family. My granddad was 14 when he came over to try and find work here in Canada. 14 years old, stayed with his aunt and uncle, and he never saw his family in England again. Anyhow, I'm wandering again. Red Rose tea. My family drank copious amounts of red rose tea, so much so that I had all the sets. These tea cards there were animals, there were bugs, there was a butterfly set, there was a flower set, there was, well, you can see train transportation. I had them all because my entire family was all drinking red rose tea, which is a very, very popular tea here in Canada. It was the same tea that you could get the Wade figurines in. That was included in each box, and I had all of those as well. I don't know whatever happened to all of my tea cards, which crushes me when I think about it now. My dad did save many of my Wade figurines, but I'm trying to find, because I tried to make, where is it? Where's my finished box? There it is. I tried to make some tea cards. There was a lovely lady that did a video on YouTube on how to make tea cards, and so I tried, and I think I did okay. I'm trying to find them. Man, I want to show you my attempt at making tea cards. And now of course I can't find them here. I'm going through here. This is my stash of already made ready-made ephemera. If I've got a little corner that I want to tuck something into it, I have some that are already made. And I know I made tea cards because she did such a good job, such a good tutorial, very easy to follow. I'm going to try and find it so that I can post that down below as well. Rats. Boy, I wish I could... No, well, I don't want to waste any more time. Oh, there. Oh. All right. Here's mine that I tried to make. So there's the real deal, beautifully yellowed. Oh, and then there is my attempt to make some. Not bad. I mean, you can see that you glue it on and you do the right shape. But it's still not the same. Like these real ones, there's teeny tiny printing under there. Lithoed in Canada. Wow. Wonder what year that is. Hold on. Where's my magnifying glass? I need this. It's over at my sewing machine station because I can never thread the needle on my machine. 1968. Wow. Let's see this one. 1965. Wow. Cool. Anyhow, thank you, Nancy. These tea cards, I'm going to pick out my favorites. They're going to go into my own journal, and then I could possibly share some of these, tuck into journals that I'm making. I'm still going to think about that. I don't know, because those are a real memory throwback to my childhood. Happy memories. Lot of tea. A lot of tea. I've got my teacup here. I swear my brothers and I were weaned off the breast and onto tea. And I had a little mug. I was the only girl. I only have brothers. And my mother would let me have tea in this tiny little cup. And I had to have half milk and then half tea so that I at least was getting a good amount of milk. And to this day now, I still like my tea with lots of milk in it. I think that was my mom's fault, and to her credit. But I still have my little tea mug from when I was a child. I got some of these wonderful, you gave me some of these wonderful labels for tins for canned fruit. I love these. I may have to I thought I was finished my Happy Home journal. I've got it aside. Sometimes I need to sort of mellow and let them mellow a bit while I think about them before I decide that they are indeed done. And I'm thinking my Happy Home journal may not be done yet, because these are beautiful. I love the colors. My favorite color in the whole world is a really warm red, not a cold fire engine red. I like a warm, almost a brick red like this. And I really love it when it's beside a nice warm golden mustardy yellow. That's my favorite combination. I'm wondering if maybe I was a Buddhist monk in another lifetime. That I enjoy those colors so much. I love every single one of these cards. They're so beautiful. The artwork is so beautiful. And I wish Hallmark and Carlton and all of them still made cards this sweet and pretty. Now they're huge, and they explode, and they sing at you, and they open up and start lights buzzing, and I mean, look at that. It's so pretty, so beautiful. These are nice to use in junk journals, because if you sew them in properly, you can let them still flip open, and it gives you lots of journaling space. I just love these. Look how pretty these are. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Look, dear Jean, on your birthday. Mary Maker M. Kuzinski. Isn't that cute? Beautiful. This one I'm keeping. I'm already claiming it for my own. It's an artist's easel. And you can even stand it up. Hold on, let me stand that up. Look at that. I don't know if you can tell that it's standing up on its own. I love it. That one's mine. So pretty. Little bird. I love when there's still a little note. Look at that, 1966. Love, Ethel and Rosalie. Aw. I love these colors too. The rich pinks with the yellow. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. So pretty. Happy birthday, daughter, with love. That's interesting paper. Very different. 1960. Love, Ma. Isn't that cute? Hallmark. A friendly birthday greeting. Look how pretty and delicate that is. Little pansies. Oh, I should be using this other hand. I'm losing my light. A thunderstorm is rolling in here, and I'm going to lose my light any minute now. Good thing I'm almost done. Look how pretty that is, all the way onto this side. So nice. My best wishes, Amelia. 1946. Wow. Wishing you a happy day and a happy year. Isn't that pretty? I love this one too, with the pussy willows. You don't see pussy willows very often anymore. We had a neighbor that had pussy willows, and she used to let us go over and cut some down to bring in the house. And I loved. Why did that move? Is there something? I never know. I thought there was something in there. You never know. Confetti falls out of these things in the way of numbers. Grandma and Grandpa Everett. Happy birthday. Birthday joy, grandson. Isn't that nice? Very nice. Oh, I love those colors too, with the burgundy reds and the gray. Very, very pretty. Happy birthday, Jessie. And many more of them. Love, Thelma. Oh, that's my dog. Shh, quiet. No, I don't want to answer the door. I've been trying to do this video. This is my 5th try. Oh, Dot, no. So cute. Some cards. I love them, and I love the color. A bingo card. Beautiful. I don't have a big one like this. I have some that are split, but I don't have a big one like this. And a little notepad. This is probably going to get tea dyed tomorrow. Lovely. Nancy, thank you. Thank you so much. You made my first happy mail ecstatic mail. I really am overwhelmed at how sweet and wonderful all these things are, and they are things that I would have chosen myself. Well, I'm going to go check my door because my dog's going nuts at my front door. So, thanks for stopping by, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.